What is up, everybody? My name is Chris Peterson, RexChrisP on Twitch.tv. We are streaming Mono Red today. I played this deck earlier this week, and it was amazing. I got a 5-0, a 4-1, a 2-3, and a 4-1. So tonight, I'm bringing this to YouTube. Hopefully get us another 5-0. So stick around. The deck is powerful, and I'll go through the cards as the event goes through, so I'm not going to spend 10 minutes going through the deck and then explaining why the cards are good again. You'll see the deck play in action. On the sideboard, I tweaked a little bit. We'll see if some of these new cards are new and improved, and you guys can let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Maybe the best card in the deck, so you guys can keep an eye out on this. Hanweir Garrison. That card is the real deal. Heard it here first. That card is the real deal in this format. It is extremely strong. So, I'm excited to play this deck tonight, to bring it to you guys. I had so much fun with it. I wanted to make sure I brought it to YouTube so you guys could get a look at it. These hands almost always look good. That's what happens in a monocolored deck. This is unfortunate. He might have a turn 2 5-4, which is one of the downfalls of the deck because we are really unable to remove a 5-4 on turn 2. So this is one of those draws where we might just get got. We'll see what happens though. Okay. Let's play what we can. Soulscar Mage has a lot of really cool interactions with Goblin Chain Whirler, with you know, the dragon, so you deal damage and it sticks on there permanently. Right, the Steel Leaf Champion is going to be a problem, but it won't be too bad. So I'll show you what this looks like. So if we attack with our Soulscar Mage, and he blocks with the Steel Leaf Champion, we will be able to trade with it with the Lightning Strike. Okay, so he is not taking the bait, so we will just do it anyways, just to pump through some extra damage, and you'll watch what the Chain Whirler will finish it off next turn. This deck has an extreme amount of lines to play through. It has lots of different play styles to it. You can be aggressive, you can be a bit more mid-range, you can even play it more like a control deck. It's actually quite interesting. Aspect of Hydra. Yeah. He is going to hit me for 8 this turn. Nice. Unfriend. Yeah. That is okay. I will be able to mop up 2 of those things with Chain Whirler. And we'll get in there. Wow. Alright. So Chain Whirler was so strong with the Soulscar Mage interaction that he just conceded. That's how strong Soulscar Mage can be with Goblin Chain Whirler or some of these other cards that help to finish things off. For this matchup, our opponent has a big, dumb idiots, so we definitely want to be able to steal them or kill them. There's really not much in between on where we want to be at. So we will then cut legendary things because we want our hand to be playable the entire time. And honestly, he goes pretty wide and he gets pretty large, so Soulscar Mage eventually gets outclassed. So something like this for this. Anger the Gods could have a shout, but he we're not too worried about the 2/2s and the 1/1s. We're more worried about the 5/4s, 5/5s, and that's where Anger of the Gods does not show. We'll make switch like this. Go from there. Right? Is not a keep, if you're wondering. We are playing 26 lands, so quite a few lands. This hand is too slow, so we're going to mulligan again. This hand is also slow, but we're going to keep it because we do not want to mull to 4. We will put this on the bottom, and we will put Ramanap Ruins. I think this is the first hand minus 2 cards. We get a Torbran in the first hand. We had lots of other things. This hand is not ideal. Like I said, a turn 2 5/4 is usually our downfall. Yep. That is very, very strong against us. There's not much play we have against it. Excuse me, friends. So what we're gonna do, actually we gotta let that resolve. Another burning tree, well done. You only had 2? Come on. I was hoping for at least 3. Okay. Very aggressive from my opponent. We will. And because we're going to cast the Goblin Chainwhirler next turn, we really don't need a Wild Slash here. We can Wild Slash one of these, so then when we Chainwhirler, we clean up this, and we can block this and take 5 next turn. So I think that is play. Okay, so that is also a good draw. We will Chainwhirler now to take him off a mana. And then if we untap our next turn, we will Chandra Torch of Defiance, tick up, Bone Crusher this 2/2, and that's enough. Okay. He probably has an aspect of Hydra, so that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 on this is 11, so he's going to try to put us to 1 if he targets this. That probably will still be his move. Block with Burning Tree, maybe? I guess we'll find out. That's the only way this attack makes sense. Yep, fine. Okay. So, change of plans. We're going to Chandra downtick on the 5/4. Nope, never mind. We did not get a land. We are going to cast Bone Crusher and hope that it trades with the 5/4. New plan. Yeah. Not much we can do about this. We have to block. Yeah. Got that off the table, so that is good for us. Still no 4th red, so we will just cast the guys and hope they get there. My opponent is at 0, so as long as we don't target, he will continue to play 1 card per turn. Now it's our turn to attack, and I think we're okay with this trade if it happens. So we are going to attack. See what happens. He's going to block one of the tokens. So now that he's done that, we will make that trade. We'll leave this one back. Now we will Chandra pick up so he doesn't draw more cards and move past his cards out. We were magically able to stabilize against the green deck. My opponent was very aggressive with some of his lines, and so we were able to get a little lucky there. But I do think that our patience paid off with just casting the 4/3, you know, not dealing damage, and so overall. We could keep this. We have lots of spot removal, but we are quite far from this Torbrand, but we are playing 26 lands, so I do... Against a blind deck, we do have turn 1 removal, turn 2 removal, and we have 2 creatures, so you would usually say that we should probably mulligan this, but do you know what? I think try keeping it. What is going on? Whenever you, and or at least a permanent you control, becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, Leyline, a combustion deals 2 damage to that player. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I guess we'll start with the Mutavault. We're not targeting anything ever. Are we taking 4 every time we try to kill something of his? Is that what I see? Pretty magical. I think we're just gonna have to take 4. I have no idea what's going on. I'll just be blunt. That is, so I can take 4 to deal to him? Is that real life? Okay, my opponent is playing a pile, and it is a pile. Has anyone ever played against this? I've never seen this played before. This is quite magical. Okay, there's a Torbran. Okay. Holy smokes, so to get that off the table, I have to deal... Holy shnikey. Oh. I have to get that off the table. Am I willing to take... Guess so. Wow. Oh, dang. I'm going to take 16 to remove it. Here, I'm doing it, so holy shnikey. I mean, I feel like I'm dead if I'm not. I feel like I'm dead if I do, dead if I don't, so here I am. Quite the deck. Oh my gosh. I'm just dead. Holy smokes. Alright. So mono red Fnatic and Mogus with a line combo. We bring in Killspell. Take out Embercleave and Chainwhirler, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing, friends. This is fun. First. This is better. Only one this time, that's it? Come on. Come on. You're gonna do something now. Big. We have the combo in hand. Hanweir, Hanweir. Um, there's a good chance we lightning strike that. Do we lightning strike it now? Is the question. No, we'll wait. We can take one. Get more information. Okay. Okay, so now that we're here, we will kill it. Not exactly sure if that's correct, but I do not like the idea of him being able to interact with our things profitably. Especially if he plays it, untaps and plays a Torbrand, and then just kills our Hanweir with it. So this at least forces him to have a bit more interaction. I'm expecting a Torbrand from him this turn. That seems to be the basis of the card. Another Wily. Yeah. Oh no. Don't do it. Eh. Darn it. Now we just need a Chain Whirler off the top. Now that I know Chain Whirler is good, if we get to game 3, we're definitely bringing him back in. It's a good card, but that's not a card I want to play right now. Hopefully I just take 2 this turn. What we will do is actually we can kill it with Waybringer, not take any damage, which is important. Fnatic and Mogus might just kill us though. Truth. Yep. Take 2. And then we have 2 kill spells when we untap. So if he plays a Fnatic and Mogus, we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another Eidolon. Okay. I would love to see a Chain Whirler right now. Sometimes if you just say it loud enough, I feel like the Moto program hears you and it's like, alright man, the real question is, do I give this? My opponent has 0 cards in hand, so we are posing quite the threat to him next turn when we untap. Okay. Okay. Forgot to give it haste. Okay though. He's not dead this turn, no matter what we do. We'd put him to 1, but this also kills him next turn. Oh my goodness, a Banefire for 3. Alright, there's not much I don't think I could have done about that. That was pretty good for my opponent. Yeah, I guess that's a little bit bigger of a red against Big Red. So it's quite the interesting match. Fanatic of Mogus, Mono Red. So Mono Red Devotion. 2 different ley lines. You know, I think that also proves once again that Nykthos is a very, very powerful card. So Mono Green, Mono Black, Red now. So that's quite cool. I love to see new takes on old tools. So, yeah. The Eidolons are a little interesting to interact with. I did take quite a bit of damage off those, and then also attached with the ley line, I was taking damage left and right. So maybe I could have mitigated some of that damage here and there by just playing around things, killing things, and then casting things. But overall, I think that no matter what I was doing, I was taking damage either from the ley line or from the Eidolon. We will. We have turn 1 interaction and turn 3 spell. I don't think that's good enough. This is much better, but now we don't have a second land. We're gonna mulligan again. And again. We will keep this. So we will keep 1. Oh, whoa. So we're gonna keep 2 mountains, and we are going to keep. That's this card would enable us to draw out of the multiple. There was probably reason to keep any one of those hands, but I am looking for a strong start that enables us to catch up. Now we have a turn 2 and turn 3, and if we draw another land, then we also have a turn 4 play, which is, I mean, for a mold of 4, we can't ask for much more. My opponent did not cast anything, so I want to be able to cast something on my turn, so I will deal 2 damage to him. It is likely that he has a lightning strike and he will be able to kill this, but I just need to be casting things on turn. I need to force my opponent to back to me, have interaction. Yep. So he's playing main deck of Braid. That's something that I only have in the sideboard. Fireblood. Interesting. I'm playing against some Bruce tonight. I like it. Yeah. So we will. I'm expecting a dragon to come down next turn. I'm trying to figure out when my opponent went to 14. How did he do that? I dealt 2 to him with the Bone Crusher, and I just ticked up on Chandra. That should be a -4 total, but he's at 14. I don't know where I'm missing it, but maybe I'm crazy. Card in exile? No. Maybe I'm just crazy. That's okay. Okay, so my opponent has their own Chandra. Uh-oh. This will force some amount of removal from the Chandra, hopefully. I could also see just like a Glorybringer coming in and just killing it. Okay. 7 mana. Okay. Pretty good turn for my opponent. Pretty much over. We'll call it quits. We'll just get one more draw step to see what we get. Okay. Still a tech. Okay. Gonna have enough mana. Yep, tick up. That's what's happening. Up in 1. Okay. Let's just concede the game. We are fighting a very uphill battle. He has 2 planeswalkers on very high loyalty. We can just go to the sideboard. I know we have Chandra's defeats here that we definitely want. After that, maybe an Eldrazi Obligator sounds kind of cool. Steal his big dragons. After that, maybe I'm just not thinking of. They're a little too situational, and I don't know exactly what he's playing, so we'll start there. In terms of what we're going to trim, we are going to trim some of our small things. In fact, maybe we do trim a little bit more of our small things. Bring in. Maybe this is not the cut. All right, something like this. Just trimming on the ones, adding some other ones, and adding some more. As you can see, this deck really likes its 3-drops. That's where a lot of the power comes from the deck. where for the first couple turns, maybe you don't do much, maybe you don't interact much. But then on turns 3, 4, 5, you are casting Haymaker after Haymaker. My opponent's deck seems also very cool. I'm used to playing meta decks, so earlier today I played against mostly mono green, a lot of blue white or blue black control, some mono black aggro. So these decks are very refreshing, but also very difficult to anticipate in the format if they're just not a big contender. So it is both challenging and fun at the same time. But this is simply Magic, right? My opponent's really getting into that sideboard tech of his. Final cuts. Figure out those. This card. Maybe he has like a certain dragon that'll show me for 35. I do like this. We will keep it. We have lots of spot removal, some early interaction. We'll play the Mutavault first. That we actually removal maybe for something. Shoot. Now that he played his Mutavault, I kind of just want to wake up my Mutavault back. I don't know what he has that could possibly kill, but I hope he kills. Get me good. Wins. The game. Triple Bone Crusher. Ruining my fun right. Wow. Thunderbreak Regent is a very good card. We are going to still no land. We play 26 lands. There's 24 in the deck, so out of the 49 cards we have left in our deck, there are 24 lands, which means that we have a like 48.5% chance of hitting a land or something close. So we are so close to 50% chance of hitting our turn 3 land right now. That is a Chandra. Probably going to wreck us. Yeah. Okay. So how do priority? Okay. So, sadly, I think he has to get a token. We can mop those up eventually with the Chain Whirler, but right now we have to. I'm very scared of the Chandra. Um, yeah, I accidentally passed. I was trying to kill the Goblin Rabble Master before I made the token, but after that, ends. My opponent's deck once again seems a little bit bigger than my own, so he has a lots of there. From breath. This game is very close to done. Yeah, so hitting our third 7, very unfortunate. Probably just means that we're dead. And that. Um, yeah, there's nothing I like about this. So we're just gonna get out of here. Very unfortunate how that match worked out. Once again, 2 0-2s in a row against bigger red decks. Maybe that is currently how the format is adjusting. They mono red aggressive low to the ground decks are making tokens very good the past couple days, and maybe these slightly bigger, slightly more aggressive red decks, or slightly more sturdy red decks are coming in and just sweeping up these aggressive red decks. So it's a little unfortunate that we have 2 0-2s in a row after beating up on the mono green in the format. But sometimes that is honestly just how it works. We saw 2 different builds of mono red in a row along with our own, so we've seen 3 different builds of mono red right now in the format. And that's exciting. That means that mono red is in a healthy place. But at the same time, it also means that the format has had so many ban cards that mono red can now step in and actually be a viable contender. We will keep this. We have a turn 2, turn 3, and we have Glorybringer on Glorybringer. Watch me not get my 5th land drop. Now we have options. So we'll start. If he doesn't remove it, this Goblin Chain Whirler will be Anger of the Gods. Holy smoke. Uh-oh. Block one. Um, does Ember Cleave kill him is the question, right? If I equip it to the Bone Crusher, I am making it a 5/4, which deals 7 and then 7. So that is dealing 14 on its own. If I attack with just the Bone Crusher, I doubt he blocks. But I then don't trigger the... Or I don't trigger the reduction of attack with both. See what happens. So I do think this is... Go 14. Holy smokes, it did. My opponent is playing Rabble Master, which means that I definitely want anything that removes creatures, deals 5 damage. And what we're going to do is, because we are bringing in the Anger of the Gods, we are going to remove some of our small threats. In fact, remove all of the Soul Scar. Become a little bit bigger. I think that's fine. And this roast would probably also be good, and we out a Fairy Zephyr for that. We'll see what that looks like. Thunder's Defeat was an excellent pickup. I am anticipating a 3-drop this turn, so we're going to hold on to this Carry Zev, so then he doesn't just get like a free shot at our removal. I am expecting a okay, Soul Scar Mage. Not what I was anticipating, but it does need to get removed. If I try to Wild Slash it and he just outgrows it, I'm gonna feel really silly. So maybe I will pass. Pass Carry Zev, and then I will keep up Wild Slash and attempts to go for a Prowess trigger by killing the Carry Zev. Then I will fair trade there. We'll get 1 token out of this before I kill it. Block one of them. Okay. Stomp. Okay. Outslash. A lot of damage. Chandra. He attacks with his goblin, he's dead. Doesn't know. So we were able to get my opponent this game. A little close. A little too close. Alright. On to game 5. Or match 5, I should say. So far, 2 O's and 0-2s. That's, I think I've said this before. Pioneer is a very polarizing format because it's still just getting sussed out. And so with it still getting sussed out, it's the wild, wild west, and sometimes you get cleaned and other times you are the cleaner. So it's quite interesting. Hopefully we can get the 3-2 and then I'll open a chest and then we can get out of here. Get all these trophies. Friends with all these trophies. 1-3 drop. I like this hand a lot. This actually might be the best opening hand we've had all night. We're going to keep this. This is a good way to start off our 5th round. We will cast the Soul Scar Mage. It looks like he is going to be mono red. We'll let his removal be live, and hopefully our removal will be live. We'll do this same pattern play where we cast the Carry Zev. We see if he tries to remove it with the Soul Scar Mage, and when he does, then we Wild Slash in response. Interesting. Let's just try to Wild Slash on the end of his turn, see what he has. Try to bait some sort of bad shock. Maybe he has a Wild Slash, and so maybe he'll have to direct it up. Really, really good for us. Okay, so he's putting it the carries out. Really fine. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We are going to, and then we are going to add to red. We are going to wild slash. Okay. So he had to waste a wild slash and it didn't even kill it. And we were able, so we baited that out with the wild slash knowing we had another one and a Chandra in hand. I think we definitely got the better of that transaction, even if it was a little awkward overall. Hmm. Stop. Really pretty mountains. So I could, I think I direct both of these at Torbran. By doing that, then I get to tick up, tick up. Hopefully I can get the Chandra to ultimate turn. Yeah. So the way this works, whenever you cast a spell, this emblem deals 5 damage to any target. So, quite good. Do it. See if we can get there. We only need 2 more spells in the next like 2 turns. Dude, a Glorybringer is unbelievably mean with the Chandra Torch of Divine trigger. That's an Embercleave. Might be dead. Okay. Oh. Right, 7. Dead. Might be dead. Interesting. I'm just dead. So sad. Any spell off the top would have killed him if I would have been able to cast it and wake up mutable. Very unfortunate. Right. So we ultimated the Chandra and ultimately died to an Embercleave. A bit more aggressive. An Embercleave. Alright. Or something like game 3. Yeah, this works. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video. Feel free to hit the subscribe button if you are, or the follow button if you're on Twitch. It means a lot every time you do. It means I get a bit more attention from other sources, so a little bit goes a long way. So feel free to do that. We are going into game 2 of match 5. Correct? Bottom a we'll cast the Hanweir Garrison. See if he has a 3 damage removal. Has a 2 damage removal. So our Hanweir Garrison is going to be able to attack, make tokens. Nope, never mind. He's missing land drops. Good for us. We will just exile it. Yeah. Very good. Yes, that next one. Yep. All right, on to game number 3 of match 5. this. We have so many lands. Thunder's defeat might. We both so mana flooded, it looks like. This is weird. Bizarre. What a game. Oh my gosh, what a weird game. Alright, we both super flooded, had a bunch of lands in hand, but I had the Mutavaults. So, Batutista, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but he is the trophy leader, and we played him in one of our 4-1s, and he was our only loss. And immediately after we lost, we looked and we saw that we were the match that pretty much got him the 5-0. So it was a mirror match, and he was playing a full 4 Mutavaults. So I made those changes, and I just won round number 5 on the back of those Mutavaults. So that was kind of cool. All right, let's open this treasure chest as always to see what we get for you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out. I hope it's a Mox. Mox anything. Hand and Vengeful Pharaoh. Regret. Full of regret. Whoopsie. Shouldn't have done that. That was fun. Well, to end it like we usually do, we are going to end it with a quick synopsis of what I thought the deck did well, and maybe changes that need to be made to the deck moving forward. So, I think this deck is absolutely a blast to play. It's fun. It has a ton of game. We got to ultimate a Chandra. We got to Torbran some people. We Ember Cleaved. Glorybringer killed some things. We got to see Hanweir Garrison do its thing. The deck is very, very strong. There is a ton of decks in the format, but this one is both able to manipulate the decks it plays against and also press its game plan at the same exact time. And I think that's a really potent place to be right now in Pioneer. And I think that is going to prove that this deck does have the staying power to be relevant in the format moving forward. Maybe some changes to the deck that I would make. The 1 and 2 drop spots are some of the weakest spots in the deck. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know what to do. We saw some of my opponents playing various other threats or things to slow us down. I'm really not impressed by any of them. I like the fact that Kari Zev makes a 2-1 that it gets through on damage, and I like the fact that Soulscar Mage can bring down bigger creatures, as we saw one of our opponents just seeded with Soulscar Mage's trigger on the stack. So the deck is good. Mutavault 4 of. I definitely think that's a shout going forward. I think that 26 lands is right where you want to be. Even with 26 lands, we did get mana screwed today. As far as the sideboard goes, guys, girls, whatever you think you're going to play against, that's what you should do. The sideboard I built is for against mono red and some sort of combo strategy and mono green. The deck is naturally good and preys upon control. It beats it up. Almost all these cards force your opponent in a controlled deck to make decisions that they're uncomfortable with, or you force them to interact with you on their end step, or in the middle of combat or whatever. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the deck. I hope you guys thought it fun. I hope you guys give it a whirl. If you guys make any changes, feel free to put it in the comments below. Let me know, and I hope to see you guys again for another upload, maybe tomorrow night.